Welcome back, dear students of IGCSE English as First Language 0500 Cambridge students. I was trying to solve for you Variant 1 May-June 2024 paper. We have now reached question number 2. Question number 2 has two type of question. The one are short response question, and then there is a long question that is based on a language task like writer's use of language or the writer's craft, language craft, what we call. This is a technical thing. You need to understand this well by studying chapters through Cambridge latest edition of the book, Cambridge endorsed book, and study all the things how writers use language by using emotive language, evocative language, and connotation, and the strong shades of meaning and weak shades of meanings, and how they use figurative speech and other things in language devices. You can use either the iceberg method or the onion method to actually go deeper into the text and find out the things that the writer has used in terms of use of language. But right now, first we have the 7 question short that carries 1 mark, and then a 3 mark short question. So in total there will be 10 short questions, equal sorry, not 10, there will be 8 questions like A, B, C, D. So these are the different sections you will find in question number 2 with subcomponents. So there will also be short response questions that are either based on the implicit or explicit meaning of the text. So let's now see this question number 2. Let's first solve these short response questions for 10 marks. So 7 questions are there for 1 mark, and 1/8 question is there for 3 marks. Identify a word or phrase from the text. You have to keep it in your mind. You just need to identify word or phrase, not full sentence, which suggests the same idea as the words underlined. So one of the Lynn's dog team was distracted by what it found to be an overpowering attractive smell. So to find the answer, you need to read text C, that is riding trails, the dog sleds. So here is text C. So text C will be around 500 to 650 words long in your paper according to Cambridge syllabus file. You will solve text C and answer question 2 A to D component, and then question number 3 is also based on this reading text. So this reading text is very important. It's going to help you for 50 marks, 25 marks for question number 2 and 25 marks for question number 3 in total. So in this video I am going only to solve for you question number 2. In the next video we will discuss question number 3, but both are based on the same reading text. So I will suggest you to read this text, but before reading this text, let me show you how it's like riding the rails and a dog sled. Learning how to drive a dog sled. What is dog sled? Let me show you. You can see these pictures of dog sled. They are used in Alaska on this icy place and this heavy ice. You can see there in snow, and they use at this cold place the dog sled by traveling. It's a mode of traveling for adventurous people. It can be dangerous. I would never try this. You may try this if you are there in Alaska. So let's be back here our text. So this type of thing, it's all about in this article, journalist named Marshall looks back at her adventure holiday in Alaska, how he makes this adventure, and his host is Mike. Yes, this is his name. So if you read the text, you will find a word irresistible scent here in this line number 5 that has the same meaning as the underlined word in the question, overpowering attractive smell, irresistible scent. Okay, let's move. So you will get 1 mark in line number 5. You will find this word. Then the lead dog did not listen to the lead dog did not listen to Lynn's commands because its natural urges were to follow the smell. Now, the natural things that were there in the dog who was actually leading that sled were bound to smell the things and follow the track, but so Lynn's instructions and commands didn't work. So natural urges. Let's move the text, and in line number 6 you will find the word following primal instincts over my feeble instructions he had wheeled round, leading his obliging pack in the opposite direction at full speed, so it was dangerous for him. So the primal instinct is the right word for this answer. So the third is the same nature of question, identifying the word that has same meaning. Using the brake did not help Lynn to control the excited rush forwards of the dogs pulling her sled. So, excited rush forwards. Let's look here in the text. In line number 9, there is applying all my weight to the hook brake saved me from fishtailing wildly from side to side, but did nothing to slow the dog's enthusiastic charge. So, here the words like using the brake did not help Lynn to control the excited rush forwards. So, it will be the dog's enthusiastic charge. The next short response question is also of the same nature. You have to bring a word that has the same meaning as underlined word. Lynn's host organized their lives to have the smallest possible impact on the environment. So the word for this that you can replace this with, or you can find the answer, is here the less minimal carbon footprint. Here this is the right word that you can use there. Minimal carbon footprint, smallest possible impact on the environment. You can use these three phrases. Then after these 4 marks, and then the two no 3 1 1 mark question is of different nature. They are using your own word type questions. Using your own words, explain what the writer means by each of the words underlined. Now the words underlined are from the same paragraph, from one single paragraph. So as the sky gradually turned indigo in the fading light, the scraping of ice and frantic unheeded commands to my sled dog team broke the stillness. Thundering down the frozen waterway, I snatched anxious glimpses over my shoulder. Where was Mike, my guide? Would his tracker still pick up my signal with the gap between us increasing by the minute? So when they lost the trail that was there, the main track that was to be followed, they actually like lost their way. So the Mike, their guide, had a tracker, and he was wondering whether he would be able to trace me or not now. So gradually, you can use any meaning, like bit by bit, progressively, little by little, increasingly, slowly, over time. You can use any meaning that will be correct. Unheeded, here in this context, in this paragraph, it can be have these meanings like ignored or disobeyed or neglected or unobserved. The frantic, unheeded commands to my sled dog team broke the stillness. The glimpses, glance, quick look, peek, small looks, you can use any meaning and your 1 mark will be secured. Make sure your every single mark is important when you are calculating your grades and you are struggling to get a star. After these 7 question short response question with 1 mark each is 7 marks, and then we have a 3 marks question to finish these 10 mark short response section. This question is related to the feelings, character feeling, how writer suggests the feelings of a character. It in certain aspects it's related to writer's use of language, and in the use of language we also learn how the language is used to express the feelings, emotions, and attitudes of a character. So use one example from the text below to explain how the writer suggests her feelings when she first arrived in Eagle. Eagle is a place near there in Alaska, a small village. In the story it has been mentioned. When you read the text you will find. You just need to pick up the one example and you have to explain it, like how this phrase signifies or how writer suggests the feelings of the person. Still spellbound from gazing at the enormity of the Alaskan wilderness, I had stepped down from the mail plane into the miniature perfection of Eagle, a fascinating, history-packed hamlet of timber dwellings home to just 85 residents. I was immediately wrapped in the customary beer hug by Mike's wife, Scarlett, and cocooned in layers of Arctic-grade outerwear. So the example that I have chosen, you can choose the other ones as well. This one, still spellbound from gazing at the enormity of the Alaskan wilderness. So it has these certain meanings that you can address in your answer. The lingering impact on him, and the vast landscape of Alaska, its wilderness, and captivating how awful it was when she used the word the writer uses the word still spellbound, and the mystical and magical impression and impact of his feelings. So the phrase still spellbound also suggests that she was overwhelmed by the vast and breathtaking Alaskan wilderness, highlighting her sense of wonder and admiration. The phrase also suggests that she was deeply mesmerized by the vast, breathtaking landscape, leaving her in a state of awe. So you choose any example and you explain it well, and then you secure 3 marks for this question. So 10 marks completed. This question is clearly, according to writer's use of language, that type of question. Now we have 15 marks. As you know, this question 2, the last component of this, has 15 marks long question and then 10 marks short response question. So in total you have 25 marks for this question 2. So the D component, reread the paragraph 8 and 11 and then explain how the writer uses language to convey meaning and to create effect in these paragraphs. Choose 3 examples of words or phrases from each paragraph to support your answer. It means you need to pick up 3 plus 3, total 6 words or phrases, 6 examples of use of language, how it is used and how what effects does it create. So you have to write about 200 to 300 words, and there are 15 marks available for the content of your answer, not for the quality of language. But make sure that your spelling, punctuation, and grammar mistakes should not impede the understanding. They should be understandable. They should not have just changed the answer. Okay, first now read paragraph 8 and 11 and then find 3 examples. You will choose to explain how writer has used them to show imagery, use imagery to give images, or to bring effects. So here is text C. This question is again based on text C, paragraph 8 and 11. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No, 9. Oh, this one was 8 in theory lessons. So, in theory lessons, Mike's diagram emphasized that the ice highway. Oh, we can also highlight this ice highway as well. We can choose this one to show what was the scene of that highway full of ice. In theory lessons, Mike's diagrams emphasized that the ice highway. Mike was their guide for these adventures, so he guided them what can happen in the way. Can be anything from porcelain, smooth to oversized ice cubes. Slam into one of those and you would need your emergency messaging device. But winning through spruce forest, tracing soft, snow-covered lines in a precious delight, crisscrossing a small lake's glassy surface, I looked down to see exquisite designs, crystal bubbles of all shapes and sizes suspended in time, cascading into the dark depths. So this is giving the whole scene of ice highways and what happened during the way, what exquisite design, sparkling smooth, oversized cube. So these are all the imagery and the devices and the use of language, how the writer gives us an image of what type of atmosphere it was. So we need to catch 3 points here from this paragraph and 3 from paragraph 11. Let's read that one. The most memorable night, using only nature's materials, we shoveled and hacked, creating a shelter against the sub-zero temperature. A reflective wall of logs threw the pit fire's heat under our makeshift roof. So you can also use this makeshift roof, as Mike spoke with passion about life out here. The joy of relative freedom and aurora borealis. You can also use this one in the night skies. How he uses this natural lighting, shining light in the night sky. If you have seen aurora borealis, that were nature's artwork. A ceiling of stars on dark nights. What a beautiful image that the writer has portrayed. Or flooded with rippling emerald green curtains. Wow. as we borrowed down for the night, fire crackling in the stillness. This was also a beautiful image. The howling of wolves drifted to us, the auditory imagery. Auditory, it was a moment of complete and utter contentment. What images! How the writer has used the language to portray what he saw and what atmosphere it was in this paragraph 11 and also in this paragraph 8. Let's now pick up some phrases and explain them. So, in paragraph 8, the writer conveys the intricate beauty and unpredictability of riding on the snow and ice through vivid imagery and evocative language. The first example that we have chosen is Ice Highway. It evokes a sense of frozen, expensive route resembling a busy commuter road. The term combines the practicality of a road with impressive, awe-inspiring elements of nature. It suggests speed and a primary thoroughfare in this icy wilderness. You can also use your own words to explain it in a different way, whatever feature of language you may find in it. The porcelain smooth emphasizes the perfection of some areas of trail, likening the surface to polished pottery. So this image conveys both delicacy and strength, highlighting the trail's varied texture and its serene beauty. The third thing that I have chosen from paragraph 8 is oversized ice cubes. So the writer contrasts with the smooth surface, suggested unexpected and exaggerated obstacles that can be like they're on the way. Oversized ice cubes, unlike the porcelain smooth surface. So the phrase highlights the unpredictability and potential danger of the trail, as if these blocks were intentionally placed to disrupt the serenity. Then we have to bring three examples from paragraph 11. You can also bring out the other examples that you can find and you can give in the comment section below. So in paragraph 11, the writer uses language to vividly convey her feelings of awe, contentment, and harmony with nature. The contrast between human actions and nature's magnificence is effectively highlighted. Now we picked up now the first example from paragraph 11. Using only nature's materials, we shoveled and hacked. It illustrates human reliance on the environment and the rough, unsophisticated efforts required to adapt. So here are the verbs like shovel and hack suggest strenuous activity and appreciation for the nature's resources. Then a reflective wall of logs through the pit fires heat under our makeshift roof. The writer also uses imagery to create a sense of warmth and comfort in a temporary basic shelter when he uses the word the makeshift roof. So it's temporary and basic shelter. The third thing that you can choose from paragraph 11 can be the imagery of flooded and rippling conveys the movement and vibrancy, while emerald green curtains suggest elegance and rarity, capturing the awe-inspiring spectacle. So it can be like that. So you can use any of these 3 points, or you can use any other if you find, and share with us in the comment section below. So this was just 15 marks long question in which we picked up three examples from paragraph 8 and three from paragraph 11 to explain the writer's use of language and what effects he may try to make by using certain words or phrases. So 15 plus 10 marks that we solved here for short response questions. Question number 2 ended here with 25 marks. In the next video, we will discuss question number 3 and all the details about it, how to handle this well by using text C again. Question number 2 and 3 both are based on text C. Thanks for watching. Wait for our next video. Take care.